Welcome to my CD collection. Today the letters E and F. Starting right over here with some Elvis Presley. Don't have too much of him. Most of what I have is on vinyl, but this is a very nice CD with some alternate versions, and if you want to get a little bit of an insight in how they recorded their music and what they did just before they said okay, record, this is a very nice CD and it gives you a good impression of how good his voice was. So over here we have some Eva Cassidy, Eva by heart, and this letter, the E, is going to be filled with Eva Cassidy. She has a beautiful voice. She has made a few albums. She died way too early. But if you have never experienced Eva Cassidy and you are into nice, beautiful women voices, you should really try some of her albums. Here we have another Eva Cassidy, Imagine. Also a very nice edition. On most of them the recording quality is okay, some of them are even a little bit better. Eva Cassidy, Time After Time. So I'm just going to give you a short overview of all the ones that I have. This one may be a bit new for a lot of the Eva Cassidy fans. Something she did together with Chuck Brown. It's called The Other Side, and this is also a very nice album, a nice collaboration between these two artists. Eva Cassidy, all new songs somewhere. I'm not going to tell you 5 times that I like Eva Cassidy, but I have a lot of her songs. This is probably her most famous album, Eva Cassidy, Songbird, Over the Rainbow, Fields of Gold, Songbird, very nice songs on there, and the quality of the recording, the intimacy of her voice is very good. And then we have this one, Live at Blues Alley. This is probably my favorite of all her albums, with some great songs. The Take Me to the River is very good. Fields of Gold is beautiful. What a Wonderful World is a very nice one. This is my favorite album of Eva Cassidy. Of course we need some Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong in here. This is a wonderful CD, Ella and Louie again, some wonderful songs on there, and this, something like Stomping at the Savoy, is one of my favorites on this one, and the recording quality is pretty good on this CD. This is called A La Luna, and I believe that is the name of the band and the name of the album. You can see right over there. This is Happy Music. I believe this is an Italian trio. She has a very nice voice. There's a lot of happy energy in these songs. I like this album. And this is Eliades Ochoa, El Cuarteto Patria. He is a guy from Cuba, and back in the day, maybe some 10-15 years ago, a friend of mine who was living in the same flat had his girlfriend over from Cuba. She lived in the Netherlands for a few years and we became friends, and when she had to leave she gave me this album. This is Cuban guitar music and I like it very much. Over here we have some Emilu Harris. This is very much country music, which I like to play every now and then. This is Edie Brickell, Picture Perfect Morning. Now the interesting story in this is that I learned about Edie Brickell because when I bought one of my very first computers, you had the Windows 95 install disc, and on that disc there were a few video clips that you could play, and one of them was from Edie Brickell, and it was the song Good Times, and I like that very much. That's a very upbeat song and I like the tone of her voice, so that's how I came to buy this album. This El Trio Duño, I think it's called. I believe this is a Dutch trio. If I'm looking at the rear of this is a jazz trio, and the recording quality is not very impressive. These are very standard things that they do. Oye Como Va, for example. I don't really know how I got this CD, but the best I can tell about this CD is that it is elevator music with a bite. That's all that I can give them. Of course, some Enya in this collection at the E, and this, especially Enya, is one of those artists that everybody bought at the time, and now in the thrift store you can see loads of these for just a few quarters, and I picked them up. This is music to turn down the light and to float away with the music, and some of her CDs have really low bass on there, so that's a nice workout for your system. Here we have some more Ella Fitzgerald, Mac the Knife, a live album from a performance in Berlin. Nice music, not too impressed with the recording quality. Some more Enya and some more Edie Brickell I picked up for 75 cents. I like her voice. These are nice little songs that are comforting, maybe for a Sunday. Check it out someday. We have more Enya. As long as they are as cheap as they come at the moment, I will pick them up, but I hardly ever play these. Now this is something I picked up, a vinyl record, a little collection of somebody years and years ago, and one of the records was this one, The Emotions with Sunshine. And especially if you look, Ain't No Sunshine, this is a wonderful edition played by The Emotions. Check it out someday. Of course, you need some Earth, Wind and Fire in the letter E. In the Stone, Can't Let Go. This is an album that I had as a child and I played it a lot, and that's why it's in the collection. Something you might not expect right over here. Some Eminem. Oh, like this, Eminem. My Name Is one of the songs, maybe the only song that I ever play of this album. Although I think he did some wonderful things. Eagle Eye Cherry, just something nice to have in the collection and put on every now and then. And of course some Erykah Badu, Baduism. Yeah, there's a lot of songs on here that I like. This is one of those albums that was great when it came out, and then people forgot about it a little bit, but give it a listen again. And if you have never heard of it, give it a listen. There's some things on here that you will like, I promise you. Okay, so I do not have dividers in my CD collection, but I have put a white sticker on some of these empty cases, and those are the ones that divide the different letters from each other. So we have had the letter E, just picking up some of the cardboard ones that I have in the letter E. Here we have Eva Cassidy, Songbird 20, 20 meaning 20 years ago. I just showed you this album, Songbird, her most favorite album. This is a remastered version with some extra tracks. This is very nice. Some more Ella Fitzgerald, very nice, happy album. And this is Eric Bibb, Rory Block and Maria Muldaur, called Sisters and Brothers. This is a very nice blues album, very well recorded. If you have never heard of this one, try to find it and give it a listen. I'm sure you may be amazed by this one. Moving on to the letter F. Just a few of those. One I have here is Franz Ferdinand. I saw this in the thrift store. It was 25 cents. I liked the front, I liked the artwork. I picked it up, I played it, and this is horrible music. I don't like this album. Then what I do like is Fats Waller. This is one of my favorite artists. He is from the 20s, 30s of the previous century. Ain't Misbehavin'. This is good lyrics, good, funny, upbeat music, and every now and then, well, very often, I like to listen to Fats Waller because I like his style very, very much. Here we have the Fugees, probably the score, probably something that you all know. And once or twice a year I put on this album. Nice energy in there. And to finish off the F, I have some Frank Sinatra. As they are now so cheap in the thrift stores, I pick up some of these Frank Sinatra CDs for a Sunday morning. Every now and then this will be just the thing that you are looking for. So these are for the E and the F, all the jewel cases, and having two left for the letter F in these cardboard boxes. One of them is Frazee Ford. The first one is Frazee Ford. This is called Indian Ocean. We heard a song of her that we liked. We saw that she was in the neighborhood giving a concert. We went there and we were absolutely blown away by her style. She's very relaxed, very down to earth, and her music, the way she plays it, it's just great. I like this album. And then there's another one of Fats Waller, also called Ain't Misbehavin'. That's probably his most famous composition. Now this album I picked up because what they tried on this album, because these are old songs from 78 records period, they tried their best to make the best out of the sound quality, and as far as I can tell, they did a very, very good job in trying to restore as much of the glory of the music as they could. So with that said, this concludes the letter E and the letter F for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.